The star of our movie we call Sky. She's a 4 or 5-year-old female bear. She's just had her first cubs. These are called the spring cubs. And so she's learning hard about what it's like to be a mother out here. And the story of the movie is really the first year in the life of her newborn cubs. We have a daily pattern, basically, of following one bear, and usually it's Sky and her cubs. The team is one cameraman with an assistant who helps to carry the tripod. And basically, we've got 24-hour daylight now in summer in Alaska, and we're out there whenever the weather is good, following her carefully at a distance, just waiting to see what happens. The other wildlife around here, well, one of the most exciting things are wolves. Wolves come and go. We're going to see more of them actually when the salmon start running. And wolves are known to take brown bear cubs, so they certainly are a potential threat to Sky. The other thing we're seeing is the beautiful bald eagle, you know, the sort of symbol of North America. They're nesting quite close, and they will often scavenge the salmon after the bears have caught them.
Every year the salmon return from their life in the open ocean to spawn in the rivers in Alaska. And this is an amazing bonanza for the bears. And initially they catch them in the breaking waves. They're so hungry they go out into the breaking waves and they catch the salmon there. But slowly the salmon actually start heading up the rivers. And there are spectacular waterfalls up in some of the rivers where the bears gather. And this is going to be a wonderful location to get some beautiful images of bears sort of basically fishing in slow motion. Now those wonderful waterfalls are dominated by the big males, and the females can't get into the action. And they have to resort to try to catch fish further upriver in pools where sometimes they have to dive down quite deep into deep water to actually get at the salmon, which is very difficult for bears. They're not like polar bears. They're not that experienced in the underwater skills. The reason that bears make us laugh is they do a lot of funny things. I mean, they do a lot of simple slapstick things. It's little details in the rushes that certainly make me laugh. They fall over. They drop their fish. They're cack-handed animals, you know. And also they sort of seem to smile in a funny sort of way. There's a lot of humour within their faces as well. The principal reason for choosing Alaska is that the bears there are there in quantity, and because they are in a national park, they don't fear man, and actually there are a number of places there where there's been low-level tourism for many, many years. So we're filming in locations where the bears are very, very approachable, because you have to be aware that grizzly bears are dangerous animals, and you know you need to have relaxed bears, relaxed around people, and certainly the national parks that we are working in provide that. But also, as I said earlier, this is a spectacular part of North America. The backdrop, the mountain scenery, the glaciers, the coastline, it's an extremely beautiful place. So you've got approachable, workable animals in a perfect scenic backdrop. I mean, what more could you ask for? I think the most important thing about cinema is people go there to have a good time. You know, they want to be told stories, they want to be entertained. If they're educated as well, that's great. But, you know, our aim principally with these Disney nature movies is to really entertain people, and we mean of every age group. I mean, that's the skill that Disney has had in so many of its movies. And the wonderful thing about natural history is that it appeals to every type of person, every age group. And to be honest, it's not at all difficult to make a movie that children will like and you know, their grandparents will like. It's easy with natural history. What we're trying to do with the Bears movie is to take people to one of the most beautiful landscapes on our planet, Alaska, and engage them in a really emotional story about one of the most iconic animals on our planet, the grizzly bear.